Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Welcome everybody. No Pod Just Cash Show, your weekly hangout, man. I'm your host Smoke, and today, y'all, we're about to talk about something that's probably everybody would need to know. Do this generation of men want submissive providers? I want y'all to join us in the hangout. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Get it, 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 hey, get it, get it, get it, hey, get it, get it, get it, get it, yeah, get it on my soul. Ain't no letting up.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
What's happening, man?
Hey, what's
Sack-a-lack-a,
going
man.
on, show? What's going on today?
Not much. We're about to talk about these YNs.
All right, man.
Not
All right,
quite.
man. As y'all know, show was 1985 Colgate Smile of the Year.
That is.
Yes,
That
sir.
is,
Show it
boy.
to him, baby.
You
That's what
heard
I'm
me?
talking about, boy.
All right.
And Mike Eno sitting up here. What's going on,
Hey, man, I'll gas no brakes tonight, man. Let's do
All
it.
right. And we also, as always, the apple of Red's eye. What's up, Miss L?
Yeah, real love.
How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, man. L was Red was asking about you, but I just had to let you know that,
Oh,
The
okay.
apple
Tell
of
him
his
I
eye.
said what's
Yeah.
up.
Oh boy, you about to twinkle his toes. But
Red
that's all
Ooh,
right
all
though.
That's right.
I'm telling you right now.
ain't ready, boy.
Ready. I think he ready.
Ready. Ready
Red
for that
ain't ready.
mature stuff, but that's
Yeah.
that
Is he
mature.
gonna
Red
make an
did it with a
appearance
real one.
tonight?
I think he on them
Okay.
syllogists.
Don't
I think
know,
he on them
man.
syllogists.
I don't know. He might have
Okay.
might have messed up on his probation and probably back in the slam. We don't know though.
Yeah, that's it, man.
But he will be coming back.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Listen, we're gonna go ahead and like break the ice right quick, man. Things been going on online lately, talking about Cardi B.
Oh, yeah, man.
All right, so we all kind of know now that she's currently going through a divorce, but she is now also currently pregnant with another man's child
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Mary.
She moving.
while married.
Okay,
She
she's still
moving
there.
swiftly.
Okay, yeah.
She's swift
Oh
with
yeah, still married. She's still married. So she's currently divorcing Offset. Sound like she about to get on set, but you know,
She already
she is
been on
currently
that. That's why she
yes
pregnant.
sir, yes sir. So she
Oh
currently
no.
now pregnant with NFL player Stephon Diggs.
it. Mm.
Now, the thing I heard about this is the most interesting part, which is why we came up with this topic today. They, I read that the man also asked for alimony. Is he entitled to alimony?
Wait a minute. I mean, hey, the women have been getting away with it for years, forever, as far as
Ooh,
I've never heard of a guy getting alimony. Alimony. Not saying that it's a bad thing, but he got money. He got, he done secured his bag. He's in a good place.
Is it secure?
Can't be if he asks for alimony. That
But is he
means
doing
they do that anyway. They
I
can
mean, you
have
but
got
all
to
the money and they
remember.
still ask for
right?
alimony.
But
well,
he got a good
I'm
lawyer.
just saying now. Wait a minute now.
Yeah,
He
but I
was
mean,
riding. He
No,
was riding high with the Migos until they separated. Till he
Right.
left the Migos, and then he got with her. His career was all right while he was
I
with
think
her because she started making more money then.
yeah, because here's the thing: she started out on what Love and Hip Hop,
Right?
but and she wasn't making no money then. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
No, but I'm talking about when they got married. She wasn't on Love and Hip Hop no more when they got married.
no, she wasn't. But I
She
think
was Cardi
sometimes,
B.
but I
She
think
was
some
that.
well, she was Cardi B on Love and Hip Hop, but
No, but I'm saying though, her
the
career
Cardi
had
B is what he's saying.
her career had
so
Right. The
took
one that
off
made it.
when they
so
got
so
married.
so what you're saying is which I was about to say anyway. I think marrying Offset at that time that excelled her career, and I think because you know Ric Flair drip go woo and went on out. That was a one hit wonder, and the Migos broke up. I just think his money flow wasn't the same as hers. Cause I ain't gonna lie, Cardi B still hot right now. A lot of people are digging her
She on
new
fire.
album out right now.
She on fire. But I can say
Yeah,
this, man. I've
Okay.
seen
Oh,
that. I'm sorry, real quick.
uh-huh.
I've seen that body. I've seen the body. I know it cost.
it costs.
That transition was a cost. So when you can afford to like her grill, let me keep it her teeth though. phenomenal.
Oh man,
I seen the before and the after. The current is money well spent. I
And
seen
that
the
thing look like Tetris in the mouth with first
right.
time.
I
oh
seen the
yeah, look like a bag of Scrabble pegs in the mouth. Just you know, you just get
hey,
the Scrabble bag pieces. This all in the
Lego
bag.
pieces.
It was just messed up.
right. But then,
Look like
hey,
a
look here.
graph.
The bazookas are they busting. You know what I'm saying? That's money well spent.
Money well
And then
spent.
if you flip her around like 180 degrees, you know she got a little. You know that's a lot of. You're looking at probably tens or if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you got that kind of money to throw away, damn it, get that man his damn alimony. Alimony. He deserves it. Give it to him.
Yeah, he
So
might need a
wait,
little alimony
so
after all of this.
Yeah, because
no,
she
no,
just throwing it.
so
She got
Hold
she got
on,
to waste.
fellas.
hold
Hold
up.
on, fellas. Let El jump in.
I'm
I'm
confused.
ready to hear
So,
what El got to say.
no,
She been making some
no, because
faces.
okay, I
No,
gotta
me
ask
too.
So you say it was money well spent,
Mm-hmm.
but then throw it away
No,
all in the same breath?
she has thrown money away
Mhm,
doing
Mm-hmm.
all those surgeries. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm.
she has money to throw away. If you got that kind of money for the cosmetic surgeries, it's almost like I'm just gonna get all these surgeries. You know, making it rain with these surgeries, and I got my body looking like this. Damn it, get that man some alimony. You got the money. You got it.
Okay,
You got it, boo.
so
Get it.
here's my thing. They both were making money, were they not?
Mhm. Facts.
No, no,
Okay,
no,
yeah, they
no, no,
were.
no, no, no,
So
no,
Oh, but
no,
he
no,
was
no,
with
no,
I can't
Migos.
even y'all.
no, no. Before now, look, you gotta remember this. Before they got married, Cardi B wasn't really making no kind of money at all.
I didn't say before. Y'all
But
gotta go ahead.
but I'm just saying, even when they got married, Cardi didn't start making albums till she got married to Offset.
Hmm.
But go ahead, though. I'm sorry.
But they still were making money. So if he's making money and she's making money, I don't agree with the alimony on either part. Like why are we asking for alimony? I don't think she should ask for it. I don't think he should ask for it. So
Well,
I'm confused about that. Go
well,
ahead. I'm sorry.
according to some laws and guidelines in certain states, I know right here where we are, um, alimony is kind of like when you live in a certain lifestyle, it has to still the person, even when you divorce somebody, that person still has to have some type of lifestyle similar to how you're
He
living.
could go get it. Because we have to remember,
Somebody
y'all,
want to
this
hear
is
that mess.
Cardi's second album, only second album. Okay. He should have got with the Migos and did more stuff. He has the propensity to make more money.
No, see,
But
So
doesn't he
you
I
now?
got
personally
to
think,
you have to
let
pay
me say this.
attention.
Everybody says something. I personally think he's asking for alimony out of spite.
Well, one of
I
the members,
think I think his
Nah,
lawyer
his nephew.
pushed him
Yeah,
up to
I'll
do it
say
and say, let's try to figure out how much we can get. And
I'll
that's what happened.
RIP Offset. He's not there anymore.
Yeah,
Therefore, in my
That's his
opinion,
fault.
they don't have
You mean take
So
off?
the
You mean
ability. He
take
don't.
that's
off?
He
his
no,
Not
no,
fault.
you mean
take off.
take off,
Take
Well,
off. My
take
bad.
off
You mean
took
Take
take
off.
off.
off?
Offset.
I hate to hear that.
747.
But
You know, whatever.
listen. First of
Yeah,
all,
and then him and the other
right.
guy don't even get along with each other.
Well, that's
Yeah.
his
So
fault.
I
Go
think
make
we
some.
not.
He
I
got an
think we
album out
not.
now, guys, and everybody is just loving. So
I
go make the
think
money.
everybody got. I think
everybody
everybody
but
got the
me.
timelines a little wrong because
Trash. Go ahead.
she was starting to get big when they got married. Now he was still with the Migos when they first met, and the Migos was hot, and she got hot. But when he met her, they got married. He ended up leaving the Migos. She's still hot.
Right.
His money did slow down because he tried to do his own thing and it didn't work out.
Yeah, because
Hey,
Now, so but yeah, but see,
you should invest.
but see, we always say, see, this is what I love. This is what I love about this discussion right here.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, I get you, El. You say no one should ask for alimony,
Not in this particular case.
but let's
Thanks
flip
for clarity.
it. What if it was him still making the money, him still popping, and then she asked for alimony? Now let's say he was still higher than her. Let's say he was bigger than her,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's still jumping out there, and he getting Grammys or whatever awards coming. He's still hot, and her and she not doing as good, but she did okay. But now she's not doing as good. She gonna ask for alimony. Let's not act like that
And
wouldn't
I
have
just
happened.
said I don't agree with that because okay,
Well,
y'all have to remember, y'all have to think about this too. There, when the Migos, whose show they were on, and they was just doing this in the back of the limousine, like had
That was them collectively as a group, though.
okay,
Yeah, it was
but
different.
he's still part of the group, and he's
15
getting a
ones
check.
apiece.
He's getting a check.
Right.
So
how many one was it?
15.
Okay.
well, no. So just because you spent your money frivolously,
Mm.
and just because you're not hot anymore, but I happen to be hot,
Mm.
I owe you alimony?
Let's
Go
not
out there and make some
remember.
more music. You got your album.
Hold on.
Go out there and
Hold
get
on,
it.
but look though, El, we cannot neglect the fact that she moved to Atlanta with him when he was hot. He bought that house they was in when he was
They
hot.
bought it.
Mm-mm.
How y'all know
He
that?
bought that.
I don't
He
know
bought
who.
that
Yeah, I don't
Rolls.
know whose
He
name
gave
it is
her.
on the
He
mortgage.
gave her a Rolls Royce
Y'all
for
just
her
assume.
birthday. No, I mean she said this. This documented.
I mean, she did say all this.
She had her own house somewhere else. I think in New York or wherever she from.
Mhm.
And but she moved down here with her husband. You know,
Basically, let's be honest. This was definitely a power couple move, which is done most of the time in the industry.
Mhm.
It's a power couple move.
I love it. That's
When
why I
it
said I
works.
don't think one of them owe each other alimony. That's what I'm saying. I can't help it that he has less money than her.
You know, I'll say this. I feel like Cardi has a better potential of really making money versus her
Him.
husband.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I think he knows like his career is in this direction right
it's
here.
gone.
yeah,
It's
you
over.
better,
Cardi-
well,
Cardi
listen,
can-
you better
Cardi
reinvent
got-
yourself.
Yeah, Cardi got
Yeah,
a little
'cause he-
more influence.
mean,
So
Yeah, because
He
I mean,
has
Cardi
just like
Ball-
his name got offset. He ain't on set no more, bro.
Okay, but that's the
He
thing.
doing
You
nothing
have
else.
to reinvent yourself. What's an offset? You gotta
He
set
he about
yourself
to.
up for success.
He about to. He about
And
to
think,
with that
okay,
alimony.
okay.
as soon as that money
If
come
he
in,
about to, he about to make
So-
this money, and she don't
that
owe him no
deposit hit.
alimony.
Boom.
He about to
Coming
get his
soon.
own. He about to
Coming
get his own
soon.
record label and everything.
exactly.
With that money.
Offset records.
Offset
I love it.
records. He about to
So
sell
then he
them.
won't need the alimony.
No,
What,
he
featuring-
need that money.
He need
Steady.
the alimony so he can
He need that
establish
jump
that
start.
foundation. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Right. Got to
You
establish
you
that
got the
foundation.
skills.
So he
News
go that
break.
way.
No.
Offset Records just signed HB Steady.
Yeah.
You got the skills. So just because people
Boy,
like
you crazy.
she has
Why
the
you say
propensity
that,
to make
man?
more money, and people like Cardi more, whatever it is, she's got more fanfare, whatever. She owes this dude alimony. I can't help it that people like me. This is me. I'm Cardi.
Technically by law though, she got pregnant while the divorce proceedings ain't over.
And see, that's what I'm saying. That's infidelity alone, right?
Okay, well, okay. Here's the thing, guys. From my understanding, of course, we're not in their relationship, but he cheated on her.
Okay.
You're right. But
So he stepped outside of the marriage.
Wait a
She
minute.
stepped outside as well. She just happened to get knocked up.
Oh no, that's
We
the
don't know
old
how
way.
many
That
he
makes it
knocked up.
worse. That
That's
makes it
make-
We
worse.
don't,
you know what?
we don't know how many he knocked up.
When it comes to ladies, when we go low, they go lower, and she went.
I mean,
She went lower. My
I mean,
lord.
did he
You're talking about a
knock
slap
somebody
in
up
the
or
face.
he just got caught?
I don't know.
We ain't. Yeah, we can't speak.
Nah,
That
on
was her
it.
fault.
No,
That
he
was
ain't
her fault
got
for
not
pregnant
asking for
now.
alimony.
Now, he might have been diving in some jacuzzi pools and stuff, but now he ain't clean no pools out like she did.
I don't know. I know he had,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course,
we
a lot
know.
of children before. And she's, complained about his infidelity or whatever. I don't know if that has transpired into having him.
And then was crazy.
He's only
And
had
then
three.
was
He only has
crazy.
3 kids now. He only has
Only.
3 kids.
And then was
Okay.
crazy. Me and Smoke was talking about this off of this, and come to find out the dude she pregnant by, he allegedly had somebody else pregnant at the same time.
At the
What are we
same damn
doing?
time.
Listen, I don't agree. I don't agree with Cardi getting pregnant. Okay,
That's
but
some
it's not my
side
life
chick
to
stuff,
live.
That's the
It's not
point.
my life to live, right? But nobody said anything when Kim Kardashian did the same thing.
See, we always want to bring no white. They white.
No, I'm just bringing a celebrity, not so much.
It
Not so
don't
much
matter.
the color, but her celebrityness, if
Listen.
that's a word.
Hey,
Okay,
them
well,
girls-
Low down,
a second.
low down and dirty.
Them
Okay,
girls
but
had
I'm just
destroyed.
saying, Okay, she was married to Chris Humphries and pregnant with Kanye West baby. I didn't hear all of this extraness.
Oh,
when
yes,
she,
we did. Yes, we did. We
I did.
didn't
I
like
said
it.
me, Lindsay. Lindsay didn't
Okay,
hear it.
what extraness you talking about, L?
All these conversations that we're having about Cardi being pregnant by Stephon Diggs, I didn't hear all that with Kim Kardashian. That's all I'm saying.
Well, first of all, let's break this down right quick, and we got to get to the topic here.
Okay.
He met.
They
She
covered
thought she married a guy that was
Who we
good
talking
at what
about?
he does.
Who we talking
Chris Humphries.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that's
See,
okay.
see.
All you do is
Chris-
rebound.
Yeah, all he do is rebound, but he supposed to be humping. When you got a girl like that, you supposed to live up to your name. Humphrey. Hump. You know that was his nickname, Hump. They be like, "What's up, Hump?" He wasn't humping right. Kanye had to do it. That's all.
I mean,
Are you
listen,
serious right
listen,
now?
listen.
Did
The
he tag
proof is in
Kanye
the
in? Was it
pudding.
a-
Listen, she went with your boy Ray J. Now Ray J ain't never recovered since that. He's
And
gotten worse.
And Ray J was humping.
Kanye came in. They having song battles and stuff like that. And you can't forget about Nick Cannon been there, and I mean, it's a lot of black guys been there. But then she tried to step back to her own race. She realized that ain't where it at. You know what I'm saying? So she wanted to get out of that. You know what I mean? But I mean, I get what you're saying. You didn't hear all that with him, but think about it. He was a square. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real.
With a stud
He was a
name.
square. He wasn't going to say anything because they probably put that muzzle on him with that law.
Yeah, I mean, he had
them law papers. You better not say nothing.
this dude
I'm not saying
nothing.
I'm just saying society. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. It wasn't much said about
We didn't have no
that. That I'm just
information about
trying to
that,
understand why we having all this conversation about Cardi.
But you know what, though, man? We're gonna talk about Chris. Let's go on this here. Chris had it bad the day he was born. He had a porn star name. His name was Chris Humphrey. Okay, let's get that straight.
I'm not even gonna have this conversation.
But apparently he didn't live up to the name though. He
didn't live up to
didn't
the
live
name.
up to
Coast Production.
Right.
Live up to the name.
Yeah.
Live up to the name. That's all.
You don't know what that man was living up to. You don't.
I mean,
She left him alone mighty quick.
Yeah, he came on in that thing and did something. So he
She said,
about
she was
that
like,
kinda
ooh.
quick.
She said, child, I've been Chris Humphrey. Then she was like,
she's like, that's it.
you know what? She texting Kanye.
Good night.
Right.
She ain't called him Kanye. She called him Yay. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. I need you to come over here, Yay.
Yay. Humphrey's about to leave. You come on through.
Yeah, he about to go play over there in LA, so you fly over.
Yeah, he got a game in LA in a couple of hours. Come on through.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
All right, man. That was that.
All right, y'all. So today's
You done Offset?
Yes, sir. So yeah, going into the topic, that's kind of like it's kind of relation there. Like, do this generation of men want submissive providers? Because we already know some of the relationship expectations and the dynamics are constantly evolving across the generation. So, what y'all think about it? I mean, do y'all think the guys want a submissive provider?
I think it's an age limit. I think it's more, in my opinion, that younger generation. You know what I mean? It's kind of like having your cake and eating it too. You know what I mean? So you want this lady, you got these rules, and you want her to, you want to be submissive and take it back to that traditional type, relationship. But at the same time, not 100% traditional because he wants her to bring in some money. You know what I mean? So yeah, either you're gonna be all the way in with the traditional, or you're not. You know what I mean? So is it? I think it's just an unrealistic expectation with the younger generation.
Yeah.
I
think it's actually. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask a question to the guys.
I'm a guy.
What is your definition of being submissive?
Hold on, before we go into that.
Okay.
I just I was going to make a comment. I can sort of agree with you saying, Mike, but I think it's really just the change in the gender role. You know,
Mm.
we have more traditional, untraditional things that we're used to that's not happening in today's time. You know, men cook now. Some wives, you know, don't cook. So
Mhm.
the gender roles does play a huge part in how this works. You know, women wanted equal rights to work and make their own wages for themselves. And now that over decades later, things have evolved. A lot of times, the women now make more money than the male of the house.
Mm.
So
Out of
I
cases.
don't I don't think I don't necessarily think men want submissive providers, but they do want women to be more be submissive. But if they can help it, I don't think they want them to be submissive providers.
So what do you think they want?
I think they just want basically I say they want respect. Not just the fact of saying, I'm the man, I make the most money, you'll listen to what I'm saying, but they just want respect out of it. Just equal respect. Hey, I am the man of the house. We chose to be married. You do make more money than me, but I'm still a man. I'm still the man. I'm supposed to be the man in your eyes. So
Right.
I don't necessarily think submissive today's time won't
So it
submissive. I think it gets very confusing.
sound like what you're saying is if y'all like to eat, you and your lady, and y'all got your other friends around you. Now she make the most money. What you want her to do is slide that debit
So the
card
card up under the
under that
table.
table to that man,
Well, you
and
know
then
what
he
now?
come out, bow, I got this, baby. Don't you worry
I
about
got
it.
it.
I got it. You good.
But you
You know
know
what I'm
what
saying?
though? Some men egos, yes, that's what they want. Me personally, I don't care. Long as the food is getting paid for
Listen, bro.
and we
Come on,
getting it.
man.
Because her money is my money is her money. We doing it together.
That's the
And
way
But
it's
that's
that's
really
supposed to be,
and
but
that's
everybody
where
don't
it's
see
I'm
it
about to
like
say
that.
that's only when you're rolling like that though. You know what I'm saying? That's only
I'm
when you're
rolling
rolling
like
like
that.
that. You know what I
With just
mean?
my 68.96 check from McDonald's. We rolling like that.
That right. All right, Calvin. Calvin bringing in that wop. I hear you that
That's
Cal.
right.
Go ahead, L. Ask a question. Ask that question one more time, L.
So I just wanted to know you guys' definition of being submissive, a woman being submissive. What does that look like for you all?
Mm. Show what you got, man. You ain't
Yeah.
said too much, man. Go ahead, show.
hmm
Lead us, my brother.
A woman being submissive.
Yes. Let's talk about that.
I
You need
What
some
does that
time.
mean,
look like?
submissive for me is simple. You know, if we discussing something and let's say we both kind of disagree on something, but logically I see it working differently. And if it seems to work, I think you ought to follow my lead on it. Now, I'd never say that I would never not see if something that she says that make more sense. I'm not gonna follow her lead, but a lot of times you have to follow your man's lead. A lot of time because sometimes he will have a good answer. Because you do have some women who would get so emotional with their emotional thoughts that they just don't see what you're saying at the time until it falls apart. So so being submissive would mean you're willing to hear what I'm saying, and not just because this is what you want. You would take what I say and say, okay, that makes sense.
Mm.
Okay.
That's being submissive. Someone who's willing to follow their man's lead, especially if he has his head on straight. Regardless if he make the most money or not. But if he's doing the essential things that he could do by his means, he still should be able to lead within the relationship. So I expect you to, I don't like to say be submissive, but be compromising with what we're discussing.
Yeah.
Mm. I
Yeah,
like that.
I think the key word, that word submissive, is a smudge, and it's terrible that it is
Right.
because it's actually not a
The
smudge.
women frown. The
They
women frown
frown
when they hear
upon
that
that word.
word.
They frown upon that.
Cause they think it's like, oh, you want me to be a slave, just do everything you say.
Mhm.
No, I just
Mm.
want
That's
you to
why I asked the
compromise.
yeah.
I just want you
hmm
to compromise with me. But you got some women who will not compromise. They see it they way
Right.
only.
Is that
Yeah.
you, Real?
Absolutely not. No, I'm all about compromising. But I do think there are some YNs that have a different definition of a woman being submissive.
Mm.
That's
And
true.
I mean, submit to me, meaning, whatever I say goes. I make all the decisions. And so, but I need your check though. I need you to help me with this
That
this
sounds
Right.
like a pimp.
this this
Or,
mortgage.
Or
And so for me,
slave.
well,
right,
wait a minute
for
now.
me, with my money comes my opinion.
Mm.
Okay. And so
That's a bar.
I want to know that you're considering my thoughts. Now, I'm okay with you making the final decision, but I need you to really consider how I feel about things and take that into consideration
Mm.
when you make the final decision.
So
Bar.
so when you say you finally making the final decision.
If he's
And you-
really thought about, okay, how does this affect the family? How does this affect Lindsay? Like, let's just say the question on the table is,
L.
should he take this job across country, right? To California. We're living in Georgia. And he has to consider, okay, Lindsay's going to be leaving her family. We got to uproot her. All these things are being considered, right? With all things considered, and I'm able to give my opinion and, the decision is being made, I'm fine with that as long as I'm considered. But if you just take off and say, okay, we're moving to California tomorrow, work it out, pack up the house, let's go, that's a problem.
Mm.
Mm.
What
I
if he
think
got? What if he making that money though to move y'all like that?
For me, it doesn't matter about the money. It matters of, am I being considered?
Yeah, you are being considered because he is doing something better to provide for you. He's doing something
Not
better.
necessarily.
Oh,
It could
yes,
be just a
necessarily.
career move for himself. I don't know that.
Okay, so let's look at it like this. Based on whatever you do for a living, let's just say you're a teacher and he's an engineer and he just landed a big job in California. You go try to tell me if he say we got to move to California, would of course he go consider, but the main thing is for y'all to be living in a better situation that he probably feels that's better. So for me, I'm just saying my family, I can fly back and see my family. I can't fly back to see you.
Mm.
So
Mm.
so when you say these kind of things about consideration, the consideration already done. I'm trying to provide for me and my family.
Mhm.
You
But
can
I
find
might
a
have
teaching job out there.
right, and that's easy. Yeah, teaching job. But I might have a mother that's sick here. Did you
Then she
consider that?
Well, if he making that kind of money, the
Can you
house
bring
big enough for him to move him.
Is what?
More
Give her
likely,
in-law suite.
it's the
Put in the
in-law
in-law
suite.
That's
suite.
y'all. But okay, y'all not consider because y'all thinking like a dude. That's if she wants to move. Okay,
Listen,
that's up. That's up. Not up. Hold on, because y'all like to cut me off. That's not only uprooting us. That's uprooting her as well. I'm just saying, guys. I'm not saying that I'm going to go against the decision. I just want to make sure all things were considered, and you really thought about this thing.
I just, I'm gonna say this. That in-law thing is treacherous because
It is.
it's hard when you're trying to, because in reality, yeah, I know she's sick. So let's say she would be sick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he's willing to compromise and say, look, we gotta convince her to come. You know what I'm saying? Because it's obviously important to you. But we can't negate the fact that he's trying to make it work all the way around. Because in reality, he's married to you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he's
That's
making a
tough.
life for you and him.
Not the
Now,
whole family.
of course, we're not going to exclude the in-law, but it's going to have to be a situation where she might not have a choice
But see,
because
Y'all are focused
This
on
is
the
an
wrong thing.
opportunity. This is an opportunity for us to be prosperous. And if I have it to where, and she probably could get better doctors out there, she probably get better care. We're gonna have to convince her of it. And she, she gonna have to
She
come
gonna have
out.
to learn how. She gonna have to
Y'all,
learn how to crib walk.
okay, but see, y'all are focused on the wrong thing. I just use it as an example.
Well, I'm
Okay,
just saying
what if
though,
I
but if
one
that
second?
isn't, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What if I have a sick child? Okay,
Same thing.
and no, because my next door neighbor has this issue, right? And the best doctors in the world are here.
Okay.
So what if that was my reality? Where I have a sick child and the best
Wait a
doctors in
minute.
the
Wait a
world
minute. Wait a
were
minute.
right here.
Wait a minute. Are you talking as a single parent with a boyfriend?
No,
Or as a husband and wife?
husband and wife, but we have a child together that's sick. And I'm just using this as an example, right? I'm saying everything has to be considered. We can't just, oh, well, it's because I'm making more money over here in California. Let's go. What did you think about what the uproot looks like for the whole family? That's all I'm saying, y'all. I'm not saying I'm
I
against
get
going.
that.
I'm just saying
So how does it look?
think it through.
Okay, so with this scenario, how does it look? Say you're not a teacher,
Mhm.
but he gets that opportunity, and you don't have a sick child.
Mhm.
How does that look?
The same way. Is everything being considered? Are y'all not hearing me when I say I'm not against moving?
I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying
Okay.
though, but what I'm saying though, and now hopefully, if he has that type of job to where, let's say he works in, he works at a Fortune 500 companies, and they
Mhm.
have a number of companies, businesses around the United States and the world, and they tell him, "Look, I want you to go run this in Canada or something, and this is what we're
Mhm.
gonna pay. We're gonna pay you 8 figures to run this company." And he said, "Baby, we going to Canada." And now he getting 8 figures. Now he only making 6 right the way yet, but he finna get 8 figures.
Mhm.
Does that constitute? Now nobody sick, everybody fine. You got your job, but he finna make 10 figures.
Mhm.
They finna give him $10 million to go run this company. Is that not
Mhm.
everything considered?
No,
I'm asking.
I'm
Is that not
fine with
everything
every.
considered?
No, I'm fine. Y'all keep harping on the money part.
Well,
That's not it for me. It's more so when you weigh the pros and cons, right? And you did a weighted scale and say, okay, this is how much this is worth to me. This is what this means to me. Are my things a part of that? That's all I'm asking. Did you consider,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
Lindsay's
yeah.
got to
But
uproot.
the stuff that well, I mean, the stuff that you're talking about, all that's normally considered. But it's also if you, it's kind of like if you're married to an athlete, they get traded, they move from state to towns all the time. It's kind of like
Yeah.
saying this: the accountability is you know what you signed up for when you marry this
Mhm.
person. This guy
Well, I
has
didn't know he was gonna do
making
that.
this guy has got potential to making a substantial amount of money. You
Ooh, I ain't
know
say
what
Avery. I
comes
hear
with
you.
it.
I mean Kerr.
Huh? Huh? Oh,
You heard what she said. You heard
uh-uh.
she said, well, she sounded like Aisha Curry. I didn't know he was gonna do all that.
No, I'm saying if we're
That's
talking
what
about
Elle
the
said. Elle said, I didn't
engineer,
know he was gonna do all that.
I no, if we're
But
talking about the engineer. I wasn't thinking that way. Now, if I'm
but you
marrying an
got to because
athlete, absolutely, I know what I signed up
but what I'm
for. I
saying
know
is
that. Uh,
though sorry, but those high
mhm,
power
Right,
positions they
right.
travel. That's my point. I guess I had to make it simple by saying an athlete. This is what you signed up
mhm,
for.
mhm.
So
But
everything's
I
being
Yeah.
provided, or being considered.
but I also say this. I think we got to stop, I guess, looking for like a right answer or a wrong answer when it
Right.
comes to these situations, dog, and these marriages or whatever. It's gonna boil down to you having a conversation with your spouse, explaining,
Correct.
okay, this is the opportunity. I'm an engineer. I've always dreamed to have this particular position. I got a friend in
Mm-hmm.
this same position. He makes a significant amount of money, doing a job that he loves. He works, his job is out of town. So he comes home on the weekend. I ain't saying that's right or that's wrong, but apparently he and his wife had a conversation. Hey, it's better for you to stay at your job here. The kid is doing, whatever they do. But I need to go and take care of this right here. And I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. But at the end of the day, you got to be communicating with your significant other. And if that job that he's doing, in this case, say engineering, if that job is important and you guys see that it makes more sense for him to fly over to, I don't know, Texas or whatever, and he's gonna be gone for days at a time or whatever, but he's coming back home and back and forth or whatever. So it's not so much a right or wrong. It's about what works for my spouse in our relationship so that we can continue to, move forward with this thing. You know what I mean? So it may not be a traditional type of situation, but you got to make it work.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, all y'all know my story. I'm living that right now.
Facts.
I'm living that right now.
Facts.
My wife had an opportunity to make a lot more money than what she did at our original home.
Right.
And we had a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, go.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? And yes, and I was taking care of a sick mother, but I could have been like, no, I don't know about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I was willing to let the opportunity be the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think we got to do either way. You got to let the opportunity be an opportunity.
Yeah, and if you want them to be great.
Right. So
you know what I mean? You got to do what you got to.
Okay.
So she was gone for 2 years before I came to be with her. You know what I'm saying?
Again, I think you guys are focusing on the wrong thing of what I'm saying. I am not trying to prevent anybody from living their best life and us moving forward as a family. All I was saying was just consider everything. Now, Smoke, you said that normally happens. I don't know that. I don't know that how if every man thinks that way. I have met some men along the way who told their wife, "Oh, we're moving to Texas," and she had to figure out the rest of it on the back end.
Oh,
so that does not always happen. Now, with you three guys, it probably does. I'm sure you consider your wives or whatever, but that's not the case for everybody. And I'm not saying I'm trying to prevent my husband for being great. I was just saying I just want to be thought about. That's it.
Oh, you thought about it because he want to get you some rings and some new light bulbs for the garage and stuff like that. You gotta think he thought about you, girl.
Yeah, let me ask you this though.
I can't just assume. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question. So let's do that scenario that you just threw out there. Mm-hmm. Now, was it just an out the blue situation where he said we moved to Texas, or did he ever say, there might be an opportunity for me to go to Texas and get this job?
When it was first brought to the table, it was a surprise that this person was even interviewing for jobs outside of the state of Georgia. And it was downplayed, like, oh, I'm just trying to see what's out there, because they had just finished grad school, so they just trying to see,
so He was fishing.
It was, but didn't say to the spouse that they're fishing outside of Georgia. Mm. So it was downplayed real hard. And so then a job was offered. And accepted.
Was it lucrative?
Yeah, they went. So
it was accepted prior to the conversation with his spouse, with his wife?
No, the job was accepted. Yes.
Well, the way Elle said it, maybe not. The way Elle said it was he put it out there, but he didn't say if he got something he was gonna take it. But it was known that he was applying. And so I'm being honest with you, and I ain't trying to throw no shade, but when somebody's applying,
sound like it's right.
If something come about.
And eventually one of them fish gonna bite eventually. Then what?
And on top of that,
they didn't know that they were applying outside the state of Georgia.
And on top of that, it sounded like it was already an understanding.
Communication piece.
Yeah, it sounded like it was already an understanding.
I guess you should have said, well, I am applying out of state too. But
it'd have been nice to have a heads up. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Heads up, being considerate. thinking about what that means for the entire family. To me, that's what a leader does in the house. They think about everybody, think about not just themselves. Oh, I get to make more money. Okay, yeah, that's great.
But
But
Yeah.
what about?
But at what
But what?
cost?
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what I mean.
But you know
What
what the
comes with
problem
that?
is? But you know what the problem is? See, a lot of times that's how men get messed up, because you might think that he's not thinking about the family, but he's thinking about that he's the leader, he's the provider of this family. So he tried to put the whole family in the best position, but it looked that crazy how he did it. He probably thinking, man, I'm gonna tell her what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna tell we gonna go to a whole nother state. We ain't never been outside of 285. We gonna get outside of 285, and she gonna be good with it. But yeah, unfortunately, he didn't think that through. But he was looking for something better. You know what I'm saying? He was looking for something better. He was looking for something to put his family in a better position. And yes, was it inconsiderate that he did say he was looking out of state? But the problem is, when the man made that decision, it always looked at like, you ain't thinking about everybody. In reality, he is. Because he tried to put his kids in a better school system. Because Texas has a great school system. Possibly he's trying to go because they don't pay state taxes in Texas. So it's a lot of things that goes around with that. And
But does you know that?
The unfortunate thing was he didn't
What's the word?
convey that he was looking outside of the state.
But also convey to me that you are considering school systems and everything that. I just want a conversation.
Wait, yeah,
Okay.
and I think now that sounds unrealistic. I ain't never seen no guy that just go sit there and just say we moving. But I'm just saying these discussions will be had. I'm pretty sure on the average relationship. But
Obviously not with him.
Yeah, he just probably say, "Look,
Yeah,
this girl here. Yeah, she might have. Did she work?
Mhm.
Okay then. Well, I don't know what was that. That sounded a little bit selfish to me, in my opinion. But go ahead.
That's what I was saying, that it's not always the case that that we can assume that your partner is being thought of. There are some people who I've seen married men operate as if they're single.
Vice versa.
I'm just saying. I don't know about that.
Women. Yeah. Vice versa.
And vice versa.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know you don't.
Yeah, you do.
I know you don't.
But
we do.
So yeah, we do. So moving on with the subject here, do y'all think economic realities is a factor?
I mean, hey man, that's what we were just saying.
Exactly.
But
I'm
man,
just saying we
my man
got
better. My man got a better pay a job, and he ain't got to pay no state taxes. Man, let's go.
We're just using Texas.
Okay.
So what about?
Saying.
Okay, so what about individual preferences?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Yeah, you frozen like that.
Check one, check two. Am I frozen?
Yeah. No.
You kind of slow.
Yeah, you moving slow tonight.
Mm-hmm. He just started it. So yeah, what about individual preferences?
See, the problem with this new age relationship, these modern relationships is that there is no conversations. People just move in the way they move. I think some people don't look at, now that since it's not traditional anymore, that, as Elle said earlier, that you got to look at everything and how it affects everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if your wife has a career, you got a career, maybe she can't just up and move like that. Maybe she don't have the type of career where she could go find something else. So when you do individual, that does bring a damper on the relationship as a whole.
I totally agree.
Because you have to sit there and talk and have a conversation on what would work for the relationship.
Okay, so here's the other thing.
Yeah.
Well, wait, yeah, feel free to jump in. But what I was about to say is I think we're still dealing with the mix of traditional and the modern tradition of relationships, because it's kind of, to me, you know how they say and oil
And
and
water.
water don't mix. And I don't think traditional and this new age relationship, a lot of stuff, it just don't mix together. We still think like in the 1950s, where the man made all, came home, bring home the bacon. And women in today's era, they're not like that. They want to be independent. They want to have you know, their own thing. And it's different. So I just think, you know, it has to be some involvement in order for it to work, or for us to be better. Um, I think sometimes the expectations are unrealistic at times. You
Well,
know.
Well,
I mean,
oh,
go ahead, El.
Oh, go ahead, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, I just feel like I get mixed signals from men, because one minute I hear guys say, "Oh, I like an independent woman. Come to the table with X, Y, and Z." Right? Then I've heard men say, "Well, I want a woman to feel like I want to feel needed," and I get
But
confused with what I need to take away from that.
so let me ask you this, El. So you can't be independent and let your man know that you want him.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm not saying I can't. I just feel like I need examples of how to do that.
All
I
right, then
mean,
that's a good question though. So you really can't be black and white with it. That's just the thing about it. We can't think black and white when we say this kind of stuff. When we say independent woman, that means basically you have a job. You can get some things for yourself. You can, you know, if you need something to eat, you shouldn't have to call me and say, "Baby, can I get some money to get something to eat?" You got a job, go get you some Chipotle or something. It don't have to involve me. That's kind of like small examples of independent, but at the same time, we're together.
well,
So what
I
is
think
that?
it could
So
be.
okay.
Go ahead, El.
I was going to ask him, okay, with that though, how am I supposed to show you that I need you?
Okay, so listen,
Mm.
for me, let me go back to the first question about independent. Independent would be, I need to know that if I fall short, you can pick up the pieces,
Boom.
right?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
If I fall short, that you can pick up the pieces with no problem.
Okay.
All right. But unfortunately, what happens is when a woman does have an independent state of mind, then get mixed in, I don't need you. I can do it myself. And all we asking is, okay, yeah, I know you don't need me, but at least act like
We're
I'm
partners.
relevant. Yeah. At least act like I'm relevant. Don't emasculate me to the point by saying, okay, don't worry about it, I do it myself. Like I said before, it might be a situation where he's trying to do it, but it's not going to happen right when you need it to happen, but he's working towards getting it done, whatever that might be, right? But a man still wants to feel like he's still a man in a relationship, to where you would say, okay, my husband take care of me, whether he makes more money or not, right? So we just need the value of who we are in a relationship. I
And
want to
that's
be
exactly
valued who
what
we
I
are.
was saying earlier.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
my opinion to be valued.
correct.
That's exactly right. But when I was saying it earlier, y'all made it seem like I wasn't understanding what I was
No,
saying
No,
no, but
about
what
the
I'm
moving
saying
across
we
is,
country.
understood. We understood.
right. Yeah, we definitely understood it.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
then that goes to the confusing question of how you just had a confusing question about a man saying he want an independent woman and a man that wants to be wanted. That's the same thing with us. You want us to be a provider, you want us to make decisions, but then when we make a decision, it's based on, well, you ain't thinking about everybody.
What about my mama? What about the kids? What about
Or what
my
about
friends?
anything? Or what about
Well,
anything? We
but
had to just
like
say
I
mama and
said,
kids.
as long as I know that you have thought about those things, if we've had a conversation where you laid that out to me, then I'm okay with the decision. If you didn't just say, okay, I thought about him, okay, bye, but you really thought about how does this affect X, Y, and Z, then I'm okay with the final decision. I have to have faith in you because I married you, right? So I'm hoping that you have sound judgment.
And
That's
see,
all I'm saying. Is just be
right,
considerate. Mhm.
right. And see, it always comes down to the most important thing, or one of the most important things about relationships. You have to be able to have a conversation and communicate. If you're not
And,
able to do that, it's not gonna be successful
and
in that matter.
right, and you got to be open to you got to be open to what's the possibilities for your life and not somebody else's life
Mhm.
Correct.
because it'll make a man or a woman feel like, so I'm not important. I'm married to you. I'm not
Right.
important. You worried
Correct.
about you worrying about this over here. You worrying about this over here. And as the man, I'm
But
worrying
it's supposed to
about
be us.
us.
Right. And I think again, and maybe I should not have brought up the
Oh, you
sick
should.
mother because I feel like y'all honed in on that real hard, and I just
Uh-uh.
use it as an example. Well, I'm
Uh-uh.
just telling you because it's been brought up a couple times, and I wasn't really trying to say that particular scenario was an end all be all. I was just using it as an example
No, it's a
that
great
there's
example.
other things that can root somebody to a certain place
But
Well,
yeah,
of
L,
why they might
I
not want to leave.
even I've
well,
heard
L, that's
situations
not a.
where okay,
Go ahead.
I,
Go
I've
ahead, Smoke.
I've heard situations not just about sick mothers or whatever like that. It's always, well, what about the kids? Their friends. And you just be like, they resist. And my mind is, kids are resilient. They go make some new friends somewhere else.
Mhm.
Especially we
I
finna
agree with
put them
that.
in a good.
Well,
So
I don't
so
know. I don't know. Now, military kids go through with it. They go through it. They don't handle it well. A lot, some of them. I'm not gonna say all of
well,
them,
I
but
have to say,
I've seen with some military kids where they moved around a lot. You ask that kid, "Where you from?" Well, I'm from everywhere, and then they like, as soon as I make a friend, I got to go.
well,
You know,
that's kind of like how my life was. I'm used to that. I've grown used to that lifestyle. So,
right?
but most of the time, most kids are resilient. They can recover from it. They can make something out of it. But yeah,
Mhm.
I've never been a kid that had actually a root. I could be here for a minute, and I'm here to the next minute, and I'm here, and I'm here, and I'm here.
But
But
back to
again,
you, L. Back to you, L. Don't feel bad about bringing up that scenario because that's a relevant scenario.
it's relevant.
Some people
Mhm.
do have sick parents and
Yeah,
stuff like that. I mean, like I said, I went through that myself.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not to say we honed in on it, but because it's a reality. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So
Hmm.
we not trying to negate what you were saying. You know what I'm saying? We understood exactly what you were saying, but that what makes a relationship or a marriage hard because you don't want to seem selfish by not thinking about the in-laws, right?
Right, right.
Because see, that could be the situation where like, what if they said, well, okay, well, maybe if she don't want to come, then we have to put her in one of these elderly places that
Facilities.
that
Yeah.
yeah, or something like that. But then, like you just said,
Hmm.
that elderly person might, they might be stubborn, but at some point you're gonna have to make that decision
You're
for
gonna have
them
to make. Yeah,
and
Yeah.
for your
And
relationship. That's all I was saying. You know,
yeah. And
sometimes
that's
we got to,
understandable. Mhm.
yeah, because it's
yeah.
a
That's
hard
all it was.
situation.
Because
It's
it
tough.
is. It
Right. But
is.
It's tough.
right. And but that's why I said that he would make the ultimate decision. I was just saying these are the things I would like for him to consider.
Well, I'm
That's
pretty sure
Yeah,
if that situation was like that, I mean, yeah, it'd be considered. I mean,
and I
I similar got that situation now. It's kind of like if I have to move out of state, I got to consider my mother-in-law,
right,
and that's just
and
the way
hopefully,
it is.
he would be the type of man that will say, well, okay, well, let's come up with a plan. And,
Mhm.
let's sit down and figure out what we're going to do as far as he or she goes. Right. And it just, once again, it goes back to that main word, communication.
Communication. Like,
It
I have
has
a
to be
couple.
there.
Yeah, because I got a couple friend right now. He works out of town. He comes home every Friday, Saturday. You know, Sunday, leave back out Monday morning.
Yeah.
Living in DC. I was
I
like,
mean,
dang.
truck drivers do it. I mean, I understand,
Mm.
But yeah, the truck driver
that.
lifestyle is different. Nah, he got a
That's different.
that's different.
But I'm just saying, just leaving
Some of
out
them,
for days, coming. I mean, I get
some of
all
them
of
Yeah,
that.
people
but
might
like
have extra families out there.
but just like Monday, like Monday through Thursday, man, he at work. He in DC working or somewhere.
I'm gonna tell y'all the craziest thing
Gotta make money.
I ever see. I see cats. Now you talking about uprooting your family. I know. I knew some cats. I don't know if they still driving, but I knew some cats who sold their house and brought their whole family on the road.
Hmm. I've heard of that.
They they road school their kids,
Yep.
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, what a way to live.
Well, I
You
mean, I
paying to
follow.
take showers
Commitment.
at yeah. But listen though, I mean that's a good woman there to say, okay, yeah, we'll move out this big old house
Yeah, because
and
they
get in
bought a
that little
nice.
truck.
Yeah, because well, I've seen a couple I followed on TikTok. I mean, sold their house, bought an RV,
Yeah.
and him and his wife and their two
Yeah, they
kids,
travel the world.
they just
They
travel
travel
all over
the
the
states.
US, and they may live in North Carolina for about 3 or 4 months, and they'll move up to California for 3 or 4 months, and the
Mhm.
kids are homeschooled and the whole nine. The only problem I had with it is I said these kids gonna have some social disability because they're not socializing with kids.
But you know, a
They're
lot of
just
people is doing that.
mhm.
Cause there's a lady on social media. She sold all her property. She had more than one property, and
Mhm.
she bought a van and made it into a little mobile type home. And she lives out of it. She drive all across the United States. In
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And her mom and dad got a house, got a nice big old house somewhere. She
mm-hmm.
living in the van.
Yep.
Yeah, I follow somebody like that too. Got a nice one, and I'm just like, wow. But her
Mm-hmm.
mom and dad, mom and pops,
Mm-hmm.
stay in a big old nice house, living good.
Yep.
So if I can just make just one other comment going back to the subject
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
of the submissive thing. I just
Okay.
honestly think that because what are you guys? Unks, right? The
No,
Unk
we
generation.
OGs. We OG. We found out we was
OG.
OGs.
Okay, okay.
We OGs.
So I think the OG definition of submissive is different than the YN definition. And I think with the YN definition, they do want submissive providers.
The
No,
YNs. The
The YN,
YNs.
the
okay,
YN.
no, I don't
See, I
think
got a
so.
problem with the
I do.
YN. I got a
No,
problem
no,
with
What's
the
because
the
see,
problem
look,
with the YNs?
no, because see, look, I'm gonna bring up a few factors because I was trying to bring them up while we was talking about this.
Okay.
But you got to definitely talk about the gender role. That's a huge difference right now. You got to talk about the economics of the situation. That's a huge thing right now. It's a lot of factors. It's so I don't necessarily think it's like um this is what they want. I mean, also the responsibilities are different now. So I don't think it's just a way and just say, "Oh, I want a submissive provider." But a lot of times in the world, especially like in what you call it, like office, corporate office, women
Mhm.
get offered better, jobs, getting paid more high than men.
Oh man, we talking about a
But
YN, man.
but
He ain't.
at the home
But here's the
at the
thing:
home front,
you keep saying the YN. What are we talking about when you say YN? We just talk about the term of young guys, the young men of today. We're not talking about thugs. So,
I ain't saying no about thugs either. I'm just saying YNs. Period.
well, that's what
It's
I'm
just,
saying.
I
We talking about a
mean,
YN, but see, why don't okay? Then we just
a
talking about
dude that
YN.
falls in that
Period.
age bracket, man. A dude that
All
falls in
right.
that age bracket. It ain't
So
got to be
so
about no thugs.
okay.
It's
So
just
you
that
saying so? Uh huh.
a lot of these cats are not really going into the corporate world. A lot of these cats do not want to go to college or anything like that to get a job like that. So a lot of these cats are really just doing jobs that are more industrial than anything. And so if they get a woman who's in the corporate world or a woman who's in a high position at whatever business she's doing, whether
Hmm.
she's a nurse, whether she's CEO, whatever she's doing, I mean, and I know you don't like when I say this, but a lot of these cats, they just want to sit at home, be on the internet, play video games or whatever,
Oh, come on, show
and
you
they
gotta
just
do.
go to
Come on.
work. Say, I know you don't like that. I know you don't like that.
No, it ain't
But-
that I don't like it. I'm just saying you're
But
making it
that's
seem
what they
like
do, bro. That's
no,
what they
that ain't
do.
what that's what some do. That's not what all do. So let's not
Oh,
say
okay.
let's say that's what they do. Like they just want that's what they all do. Like
I haven't
all
seen
dogs,
YN yet.
like all dogs take a dump on the grass. Yes, we know that's what they all do if you let them. Every YN is not doing what you're saying, and that's you can't keep saying that. I mean, I agree with you saying for the ones that came up in a different environment, but they all ain't doing that. So let's
Okay,
quit saying
well,
it like
let me retract. Not all, but most of them.
don't even say most. Just
A
say
lot
some.
of these cats do is a very small percentage of that age group going to college. I'm sorry, I know the numbers.
What's the numbers then? Read them out. You said you know the numbers, so I'm
They
questioning.
don't want
What
to
are
go
the
to
numbers?
number. It's a small percentage because I work in the
What
school
are the
system.
percentage? That don't
work in
say
the school system, bro.
school system. I hear what you're saying. You work in the high school public system. What I'm saying is you saying you got the stats for this. And the reason why I'm questioning that because you're saying it like it's just a known fact that the YNs don't go to college. I mean, I agree with you. The college thing is probably not going as hard as it, but there are a bunch of YNs in college. We look at them every damn weekend on football, every weekend playing basketball, every
And they want
weekend.
submissive providers.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
They do. They want that check.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta quit saying that like it's just something true. It ain't totally true. Hell, there's too many colleges out here. We're looking at them every year.
Well, here's what I can say.
That's crazy.
The ones that I've encountered. Yeah.
That's a fair state. That might be a fair statement, but just to say it like that, that's not a fair statement.
Okay.
That's not an accurate statement.
Yeah. They want that check, but they also want total submission.
No. It's just the way
The
time
ones
is
that
now.
I've experienced.
Yeah, they ain't paying. Like I said, the ones you experience, I could totally say. I'm not gonna sit there and say that, but just to say it's a statistic.
No, of course you can't go across the board.
That's not realistic.
I mean, that's
what I'm arguing about. I ain't
statistically
saying
inaccurate.
what Show's saying is. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying what Show's saying is not true, but it's kind of you can't say it like that. It's inaccurate.
Okay. I mean, I've been saying that when people get on here and say all women, I say no.
I mean, come on,
you've encountered.
We just talked about them a couple of weeks ago. What is the YN of Red Lobster doing? He a YN. The man's a CEO of a major food chain at the age of 30.
Is that still considered a YN?
Yeah,
30.
he's young. Young.
I didn't know if he had moved to Big Bro. I can't remember.
So since 2011, the percentage of young men has declined of going to college. So
agreed.
So when you say to 2 year and 4 year, it was once at 47%. Now it's down to 44%.
Mm-hmm.
And then
when
you look at a 4 year college, it's going from 47% to 42%.
Okay.
That's a drastic decline. When you already talking about it's already below 50% of young men going to college.
Okay, and when was that? When was this? When was
I just said 2011. Since 2011, it has declined.
What is it now in 2025?
All right, let me look that up for you. It's low.
I'm just curious.
It's declined every year since 2011.
Is it declining every year?
It's declined every year since 2011.
Okay, then that's what I'm asking. Because you just said since 2011. I'm like, okay, 42% since 2011. That ain't bad. But
you
saying year by year, then I can see what you're saying. He's back. Checker one, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, we missed you.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
man, feel good to be back.
Yes, sir.
You are a tech guy. How the tech guy get
Right. You know what I'm
close?
saying?
we got the we now have the master of the Big Buford return. Checker one. What's going on?
Man, to bring out the big dog, man.
The Big Buford, the Big Buford ambassador.
Yeah, we're gonna be all right there, man. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, go down to
Faithful,
Checker. The ambassador of the Checker Burger.
Yes, sir.
That's
What's your Googling over there, man?
we were just trying to talk about. We're about to wrap it on up, but we both talking about the statistics since 2011 to now of black men going to college.
No, I just said men. I ain't just say black men.
Oh, just
we
men.
said YN. We, you know.
Well, so whites are whites.
it could be black men.
I didn't know the other races are considered YNs too. I thought it was just our culture. Hey, ain't that something?
That's an interesting debate, man.
Yeah, like, do you call the other races YN or are they YC?
Well, no, because it's the end.
Now the end. Well,
if they were Asian, we'll call them
because that means the black men are ends. If we say that, so I mean,
that's why we kept saying YN. You said just men. That's why I say YN. I thought we were talking about black.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing that these young brothers already think. They think they are that because they are black, when that's not true. That's why I don't like that word. But anyway.
Oh no, we can't change the dialect, man. That's what it is.
So it's 20.
Wait a minute, man.
It's 40%. No, that is not what it is, bro. Don't do that.
Okay,
so you know how I feel about that. Let's not get into it.
I don't care what you feel. If you don't need to get into
we don't need to get into that discussion, bro.
What do YN mean?
Leave that discussion alone, bro.
What do YN mean?
Bro,
you can't change the narrative. You can't change the narrative.
Yes, I can.
Hey, man,
y'all the ones change the narrative when y'all accepted that word. Y'all changed that narrative.
No, we didn't.
That is not a narrative of a black man.
Okay, we can sit back and sound. We can sit back and do this all day.
Yeah, we sure can. We sure can. Because if you want to sit there and call yourself,
you can't change the dialect.
That's a problem.
This is what the young folks. This is what the young folks.
That's why I said let's not have that conversation.
This is what the young folks consider.
Let's move on, bro. Let's move on.
Ain't no move on, man. Next thing you know, you gonna try to change the word of black, huh?
No, boy, I'm just saying.
You can have it.
Hey, you know what?
Just because you call yourself that don't mean you that because you're a black man. That's what I'm saying.
You're right. But you can't change the narrative right now.
That's a dumb narrative. How about that? If you think you a nigga, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Thank y'all for coming in. Go Just Cash. We already know what YNs mean. And next week and every Wednesday for a new episode. We know what YNs mean. You can't change the narrative.
I'm out.
Y'all have a good weekend.
A minute, let's mismanage your time.